Welcome to Kindness and Light. My name is Lisa, and today I would like to talk about meditation. Meditation is a form of calming yourself down and finding your safe place. And that's what I believe meditation is. Now, other people may have different aspects of it, their point of view, but my point of view is it helps me with panic attacks and anxiety attacks, and there are two different things between there's different between panic attacks and anxiety attacks. Anxiety attacks come on and you start getting flustered and stuff like that, but a panic attack can happen in an instant. I mean, just instantly have a panic attack, and you have to calm yourself down from a panic attack. So with my panic attacks, it usually just takes a few seconds. You stand there, and it usually happens during a checkout line or anything like that, because I'm an empath, and when I go through a store, I gather everybody else's energy. So when I'm at the checkout, sometimes I close my eyes, sometimes I don't. I just take a deep breath and let it out. A deep breath and let it out. And after a few seconds, I'm fine. I don't rush myself. I don't care about who's behind me. I don't care about who's in front of me. I block out the world for just a few seconds, and it helps with the panic attack. Um, I found my safe place. I'm fine. I surrounded myself with a white lighted bubble or whatever that you want to say, uh, bubble wrap or whatever, and you're protected from the stress. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, I like to meditate with music sometimes. Music has been a major part of my life, and I love it, and it calms me down. And I'm at a beach. That's my safe place. Sometimes I'm at a beach. Sometimes I just ground myself walking through a forest or something. But since I live in the Midwest, there's no oceans or anything really around me. But I am at a beach, and you can do this in the wintertime when you can't get outside. I'm at the beach, and I've got my sand, and this is from the Dollar Tree, $1.25. I got my sand. I have my seashells that I can visualize and focus on. I have my ocean scent, which I use this with my fan, just a regular fan. You don't have to have anything special. And I put this usually in front of the fan, and it smells and brings the smell to me. A light that you can have the light or the sunlight, the regular sunlight if you're sitting outside in the sunlight. Um, and rocks sometimes where I can feel the pebbles or the rocks underneath me or in my hand. So I've used at least four senses. I have the smell, the feel, the touch, the light, and the visual. Now, sometimes I put music on, but when I do, I close my eyes, and with the fan, I feel the air blowing on my face, and I smell the ocean, and I can feel the sand underneath my hands or my feet. Um, but I'm in a hammock and I'm swaying back and forth, and I put my Mr. Johnny Depp in there with me because he makes me feel safe, and I've loved him since 1984. He's sitting across from me, and I can see his face, and I can see I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, and sometimes he's playing his guitar, and he's serenading me, and we're swaying back and forth, and you can move your body whichever way you want to do it, and feel that motion. And then, or sometimes he's just sitting across from you in our hips or touching. You can put a pillow next to your hip, wherever you are, and and we're just talking, and you can visualize that for however long you want to, as long as you don't stay forever, which would be great. I mean, it would be horrible if you stayed in that state, but yeah, mentally wise, I guess people wouldn't say come back to reality. um, so yes, that's how I meditate. And sometimes I go to a safe place, as a scent could take you to your safe place, like the sugar cookie one that I have. Um, my Yankee candle that I usually burn around Christmas time. It's sugar cookies, and it brings me back to the warm taste of a sugar cookie, or the smell of the holidays, or when you're happy. That's the big part about meditation, is to be happy and to feel safe. And when you feel safe, you usually are happy. So do it whatever way you want to do it. It helps with panic attacks, anxiety attacks. It helps with physical pain. It helps with headaches, or just if you want to relax for the day. It helps when you're grounding yourself. And when I mean grounding yourself, it's just as simple as that. You just put your feet on the ground and you feel it underneath your toes, or whatever, your feet. And sometimes you have to, even if you have shoes on, you can still feel the ground, the solid ground. You put your feet on solid ground and you're stable, right? And that's when we say we ground ourselves to the point where we are stable, and we absorb all of the emotions and all of the stuff, or we protect ourselves from all of the emotions and all of the craziness in this world. So when I say I'm grounded, okay, I'm grounded, I'm stable, I'm happy, I'm okay. And a lot of people use the grounding, especially empaths, or people who read tarot, or people who are psychic, because they have to ground themselves and put away their emotions so it don't affect the other person. Or they have to block the other person out to keep their sanity, the person, your self sanity. So people who ground themselves usually ground themselves before they walk. Empaths usually ground themselves before they walk into a store or a public place where there are a lot of people, so they don't pick up their emotions and their feelings. And that helps a lot of empaths. And I mean, that's the only way to do it. You could picture yourself with bubble wrap all around you, or you could picture yourself in a big giant bubble with fluorescent colors all around you, or the white light. Whatever you need to do to protect yourself from all these elements. And you're walking through the store, and this is all in your mind, your mindset, and it's like a shield. You put yourself around in a shield, and you don't allow these emotions to come and physically affect you, and you don't allow them to stay with you. So that'll be another part about tarot card readings and stuff in another future video. But today was about meditation. I hope you enjoyed it. And please like and subscribe, and hit the thumbs up button and the bell button so you can find future videos. May you have kindness. Share your kindness, share your kindness and your beacon of light, and have a great one. Peace.